What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I got a video for you today on neo soul chords. We're going to be in the key of F sharp because it's going to be easy to see. So here's your scale: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. All right. So I'm going to give you 3 different ways to do some neo soul chords, starting with some basic ways, beginner ways, starting going to some intermediate, and then eventually going up to some advanced tactics that we can use. So the progression that we're going to sort of mess around with today, we're going to do a 2 and then a 6. Okay, so here's your 2, all right, and here's your 6. We're going to build that up. The 2 is minor and the 6 is minor. So with neo soul, some things tend to be minor, and you get that sound you're looking for. So generally you'll have a 2, 4, and a 6. All right, and that's going to give you a good sound there. But we're going to add some extensions. Okay, 2, 4, 6. We're going to add the 1. We're going to add the 3. All right, and we're going to also add, or they'll call that the 10th. We're going to actually add this 5 as well. All right, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I guess you can call that the 12th. All right, and we'll do the same thing to our 6. So 6, 1, 3. All right, 5, 7. All right, 9. And we'll stop right there. We could go a little step further. All right, but we'll stop here. Okay, so as you see, we turned this, all right, into, and this, into more of this right here, and this, all right. So that right there already give you a very thick sound. Now, next thing you want to do is understand that you can put these notes anywhere that you want. So what we're going to keep our 2 in the bass, but we can structure it like this. Instead of playing it like that, we can just play it like this. So it's a lot of different formations that you can play it in, but these are the same notes. Okay, and the same thing for our 6. Instead of just doing the generic version here, we're gonna go here and do a little bit of this right here, you know. So that's some of what we're gonna look at, but those are all the same notes that we were using before. All right, so we're gonna turn on this loop here. All right, so 2 and then 6. We'll do a regular 2 and then 6. All right, this is your beginner way. All right, 6, cool, 2 and then 6. All right, so now still thinking in terms of beginner, we're going to do the same progression. I'm just going to play some of these notes out of order. All right, so here's a 2 right here. All right, here's a 6, 2, all right, 6, 2, all right, 6, 2, and 6. All right, now moving on up. Okay, so here's the next piece that we're going to add to it. We're going to add a bit of a bass line. We're still in the beginner land, and then after we add this bass line, we'll talk about some intermediate things we can do. So the bass line we're going to do is, all right, so that's just 2, 6, 2, 2, 6, 2, and then we'll do 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6. All right, so that's how this will sound over those chords. All right, so it'd be like as you can see, I may go backwards like that. Just playing around with that. And Another thing you can do with that bass line is go do that notion. All right. Moving on to some intermediate things that we can add. We're gonna add some transitions, okay? So if you're an intermediate player, you probably already understand circle of fifths and different chromatics and things like that, and medians that you can get to. So you can start, instead of just going to your from 2 to the 6. You know, we understand 7-3-6-2-5-1-4. So you know, you can say 2 and then 3 and then 6 and then go back to the 2. So those are some things that you can keep in mind as an intermediate player. All right. So I'm just going to go circle of fifths to keep it pretty straightforward for the intermediate section. All right. So if you're intermediate, this is what the progression is going to be the whole time, best of my ability. It's going to be 2, 3, 6, 6. All right. You may see some substitutions, but the root will be what I just named. All right. So here we go. So it's going to be like this: 2, 3, 6, 6 again. 2, 3, 6. All right. I hear some people saying, "Yeah, but what chords are you using? What chords are you using there?" Okay. So I'm using dominant chords and I'm using diminished chords, all right? But I'm just using various types, just like we added those extensions. For the 3, all right, that's a regular 3 major. And then to make that dominant will be here, all right? So I got 3, flat 6, flat 7, Jesus, and then 2, all right? And you can extend that even more to here, here. All right, flat 5 and 6. All right. So once again, these notes interchangeable. You can use them however you would like to, or you can also go this route. All right. This is a popular route to go to. It's just a diminished, but with a 3. All right. And then that'll take you to your 6. All right, whichever version of the 6 you want to use. All right, cool. So that takes you there. And then on the 6, once I landed on here, I went from here to a major 6. All right, minor 6, major 6, 2. All right, same concept on that. Minor 6, major, dominant. All right. And I just do different inversions and substitutions and things like that that I've taught in other videos. But this right here just can give you some very solid ideas for intermediate players right here. So here's a loop, and I'll give some more ideas before we go to some of the advanced tactics and ideas that we can use, and stuff that won't necessarily be hard but be challenging. But once you get it, very useful, very straightforward. So here's the loop again. So once again, my progression is going to be 2, 3, 6, 6, 2, 3, 6. All right, here we go. So 2, 3, 6, 6, 2, 3, 6, 6, 2, 3, 6, 6, 2, 3, 6. All right. That's just some more ideas right there. All right. All right. So, let's see. Here's something else that we can add as intermediate players here. Other substitutions here. You can add like a flat 7. Flat 7s sound good in these progressions here. So you have 2, and then 6, 2, and then 6, and then flat 7, 2, 6, flat 7. So that's something else that sounds real good. The last idea as an intermediate player is if you want to play these things in your left hand, maybe you want to do like do your 2 here, or you can do rootless 2, and then you can go 6, rootless 6. All right, and then you can do some runs, simple runs. Just do it over the pentatonic scale, which is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I chose this key because for YouTube purposes, you can see that it's all the black keys, and it'd be easy to follow what you do here. And you can see that these notes just repeat themselves. They're not, we're not messing with any, crazy whole tone or anything like that. We're just using it, and that's very simple to follow. All right, but that's enough of that. Let's move on to some of the advanced territory, and it's not like it's really like it's harder, but it is a more advanced concept. All right, so you'll see this a lot when you start thinking about melody, because we introduced notes, but we haven't really started thinking about melody yet. So I think melody is an advanced concept because it adds a third dimension almost. All right, so we're at the 2. All right, and we're at the 6. Okay, and we talked about transitional chords. So if I'm here, let's just say my melody is, because that's kind of what we've been hearing all day. So I'm gonna start the click. So let's say my melody is, all right, F sharp, which is my 1, and then 3. So now that becomes my focus, all right? And the chords I'm going to choose to put around that are 2, okay? And then 6, 2, 6, all right? But I'm going to use chords because it's advanced. I won't go through every chord, but here's the concept. I'm going to choose chords where this is my top note. And then I'm going to lead my way up to here and keep this as my top note and stay transitional. And as long as you use the concepts of chromatics and 2-5-1s, that's really all it is chromatics, 2-5-1s, some whole tone scales, diminished here and there, but whatever can keep this up top and then this up top. So here's what it's going to sound like. You have right here. So that's sort of the gist of that, right? So all that is, I can come here, right? And because I'm here, I can go. Just keep that note on top, right? And then go to my 6. Back to my 2, right? I just chose another melody note. And then back to my 6, right? 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 Back to 2. And then back to 2. And then I can do like a flat 7, right? And you can kind of just exercise that same concept. And as the bass player is going, you can actually do that while he's just doing his. So nothing you do as a nothing you do as a keyboard player when you follow these rules are going to affect that. But We'll get into more detail in later lessons. This is just a good idea lesson, lay down some framework. Feel free to slow the video down, capture these chords, and just learn as much as you can. And I will definitely be back with some more concepts. All right, peace out, guys.